Thank you so much. We're actually so excited to have you on the show, being that you are such an insane gamer at heart, really. I mean, by playing video games and then actually designing them. So I wanted to jump right in and ask you about your new game that you've created, Flux, which I believe is available on Stream.
Yeah, it's available on Steam and itch.io. It was also a part of it's the bundle for racial justice and equality.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Very honored to have that game in there. Yeah, proud of that game.
So tell us like a little bit about the gameplay and the whole dynamic of it.
Well, it's built in Flash, which is a bit of a dated engine at this point. Another proud point, but the game is all about playing out this role as a courier, kind of a mercenary for hire, and you take on a variety of odd jobs. But each day, this story unfolds through text messages between the player character and their girlfriend, and you find out a lot more about the world and all of the characters. And it's really a deep dive into this world that I've created. A couple of the games that I've built, a lot of color, a lot of glam rock, like 80s hairstyles and stuff.
Amazing. So then I guess briefly touch on what your role is over at Lawrence Tech and what your involvement is in the gaming scene over there.
So I'm an assistant professor of game design. The program was called Game Art, but we had renamed it. So I've kind of been, curriculum lead, really. I've been a teacher at LTU for 8 years now, which is wild. So when it comes to course content and recommending, talent to come in and teach the courses, I'm the person for that. I've also been leading a lot of, faculty liaison type roles with student organizations. So the esports stuff I've helped out with, Anime Club and Art Shop and all these game-oriented or game-relevant clubs. And then again, as faculty, helping student leadership take on these roles for the LTUX, annual conference, which obviously wasn't held, this year, but we'll be talking about ways of holding it virtually, I think, next year. I mean, anybody checking this out, like the games industry is such a unique industry in the sense of like that everybody comes into it or with ideas, they want to, they're so inspired by the games that they've played, and then oh man, what if, I've got this, what if you could do this and you could do that. Like, there are so many free resources available. I tell prospective students all the time, like, technically, if you sat down and, knew where to go and knew the videos to watch and all of these resources that all of these game engines and companies release, you can just make it on your own, through self-teaching. It takes a lot of discipline, and of course the college provides a structure, it provides the networking opportunities and a lot of other things that are beneficial. A lot more guidance, of course, but it's this like entrepreneur friendly, self-driven thing. And I mentioned, it being this medium, this art form of expression. And more than ever now, with the way that things are, I feel like people are paying more and more attention to these obscure pieces of art that are games. If you're interested in just writing, you're interested in just, telling a story, or, you're just interested in mechanics, like there's a place for all of these different types of games. But if you want it to be super successful and be that, I want to make a game and make millions, you're going to need marketing, you're going to need to know the right people, but if financial success is not your thing, it's a really great, fun, easy thing to get into, hobby-wise, or, kind of a side thing that can, for a lot of people, including, some of the instructors that we have and some of the most successful people in our community and in the industry, they had a day job and then did this on the side, and then it became so lucrative, that all of a sudden, they're leaving a company like King, Candy Crush and stuff, and then building Minecraft, So, yeah, kind of a little pro tip for everybody. If anybody is watching and interested and, not really sure what's going on, I'm always available. I'm Ashton at ltu.edu to answer questions.